أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما. اللهم فقهنا في الدين. This is Sister Bintu of Fatima. How you all doing? Today inshallah we're gonna do ayah 13. This lesson we're gonna do ayah 13. I'm going to read from beginning to where we stopped last time, which is to ayah 12, and then inshallah we do ayah 13. Bismillah. If there is any Tajweed rules, we will explain it inshallah. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله وباليوم الآخر وما هم بمؤمنين. يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون. وإذا قيل لهم لا تفسدوا في الأرض قالوا إنما نحن مصلحون. ألا إنهم هم المفسدون ولكن لا يشعرون. You see how I get too tired too fast. Let me repeat that again. Because I didn't take a deep breath before I say it. And I forgot to mention always when I'm reading in the beginning, always to get your Quran or your phone and then start, read along with me, inshallah. ألا إنهم هم المفسدون ولكن لا يشعرون. You see the difference when I take a deep breath and I say it? You see I had enough air to finish it without getting tired. But if I don't do that, then it's a problem. So if you have problem with breathing, just take a deep breath in before every ayah before you start. Take a deep breath in. Don't breathe out. Just take a deep breath in and start reading. Okay, āyah 13. That's what we're doing, inshallah, today. So, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ. We have, what is this rule? When you have a sukun on a meme, what is that rule? If you say Lan Omar, one of the letters, meme sukun is one of the Lan Omar, you're right. And what are you doing? You do tawassut. Tawassut is what you hold by holding it for 1 second, making it prominent. For one haraka, the amount of a haraka, or one time, or one finger, or 1 second for some people. Some people say that, but so lahum, not just lahum and go. Lahum. So meme is derived from the dry part of the lips. So you fold your lips to the dry part of lips are touching when you recite, when you say this letter. So when you fold your lips up and lower and fold it and let it touch, the dry part will be touching. Lahum aminu. So we have a madda, but the madda is not followed by hamza. So we just gonna, it's regular madda because it's not followed by hamza. So aminu kama. So here we have madda alif followed by hamza. So we have a tajweed rule here, meaning what is it? Is it munfasil or muttasil? When you have a madda followed by a hamza, but they are separated, they're not in the same word, then it would be what rule? If you say munfasil, give yourself a clap. That means you got it. Munfasil. Munfasil, how many counts? You say 3 to 4, right? 3 to 4. If you say that again, give yourself a clap. 3 to 4, what we choose, what? 4. So kama, like that. Kama amanan. What is this rule? We have a nun shadda. That's a tajweed rule there. Meaning, so what is the name of the rule? If you say ghunna, you're saying right. Give yourself a clap. So aman, what do we do with the ghunna? Nun, meme, nun, or the other letter? Meme. Nun or if nun or meme have a shadda, you hold which count, which nun do you hold? It's because shadda is double. You hold which nun? The first nun or second nun? The first nun. The first sound, the one you're gonna read with sukun. Always shadda. You're gonna read the letter, any letter with shadda. You're gonna read the letter first with a sukun. So that the one you're reading with sukun, which is the first one, that's what you're gonna hold for nun or meme, for 2 harakas, amount of 2 harakas. Some say even just hold it long enough. They don't want to go with the one that avoid saying second. They say hold it long enough. So so we have so that's ghunna. If you say ghunna, give yourself a clap. The name of the rule is ghunna. You know, ghunna is nasal sound letters. They are nun and meme. Amanan. So it's coming from the articulation is from the nun. It's coming from the nun. From the nose, sorry. From the nose. It's a nasal sound letter. And the tip of your tongue is touching the middle. Sorry. Not the beginning of the gum. The beginning of the gum. From the front, from the back of your upper teeth. Back of your upper teeth, you have the lamb. When you place, sorry, tha, and beginning of the gum, you have the lamb. Sorry, ta dal to is back of your upper teeth. Your tip of your tongue is placed there. Ta dal to. So right after that is the beginning of the gum. So you move up to the beginning, tip of your tongue at the beginning of the gum is the lamb, more to the right. Then after that, before the lump is the nun. The nun is right before the lump, before the palate is indented, before the palate go deep. You have the raw, which is you have a lump there. That lump is for the raw. You put place your tongue there for the raw. So in between the lamb, the beginning of the gum, and the lump is the nun. So and then also is from the nasal sound too, from the nose. So it has 2 articulations, 2 places where nun come from. Meme also come from 2 articulation, the lips and the nose. Those 2 letters. Okay. Amanannasu qalu. And I told you last time, when you have when you're stopping at the mad, don't count, don't check if it's a hamza followed by hamza to make it more than 2. Always stop at, when you're stopping, you make it 2. You're gonna do regular, because you're not looking at the hamza. The hamza is what's making it longer than 2, stretching it to more than 2, because regular mad is just 2 counts. It's stretched to qalu. But because of the mad hamza, if you continue, then you do 3 to 4, or depending if the mad is the hamza is inside the same word or separated. Here again we have what? If you stop here, qalu. If you're stopping though, if you continue, qalu. See, madda, what madda is again? What rule of madda is again? Is this is madda same thing? Munfasil. The same madda rule here. The hamza madda wow here is followed by, disregard this alif, is followed by hamza. When you alif have a vowel, it's a hamza. Sometimes the mad hamza is it's not written, like the Persian Quran. Persian Quran, the hamza will not be there. It's just going to be alif with fatha, or alif with dhamma, or kasra. So that's still you know it's a hamza. So if you have a Quran that doesn't have the hamza, but it has, as long as the alif has a vowel, it's the hamza. It will be hamza. If it doesn't have a vowel, then it's not a hamza. It's an alif. That's when it's alif. So qalu anu'minu, anu'minu, we do a jek sound. Here we're reading we have a hamza, we have a wow, hamza on the wow. We're gonna read the hamza. When we have a hamza on a wow, or on a ya, or on the alif, is the hamza sound you're gonna give. Anu'minu. No, make a jek sound like you're scared. Like you want to say no, but you're scared. No, minu. Kama, we have again madda alif followed by a hamza again. So we stretch 3 to 4. We choose 4. Kama, so we're gonna do 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. Amanas. So kama amanas. Nas, we have seen, we see the sound. Sin is a whistling letter. So amanas, the first sin shadda, that means we're gonna read it twice. The first one with the sukun, and the one with the sukun we're gonna make it, you hear the whistling sound even more, because so the sukun, so the makhraj of the letter, where the letter is coming from. So amanas, you let the whistling sound stop itself, or if it was so nas or naz, the za sound more like a buzzing though. The 3 letters come from the same place, which is you place it, tip of your tongue is placed at the bottom of your teeth. Your mouth is closed, your teeth are closed when you're saying this letter, the sin, za, and sword, and the tip of your tongue is placed at the bottom teeth inside. Some people, it will be between upper and lower teeth. I guess for those that have longer tongue, it will be between there. But most people, it's going to be at the bottom teeth inside, but it doesn't come out. For sin, za, and sword, they call them the whistling letter, the whistling letters, because they made a z, they made a s, and z, but z, I read a book Tajweed, and he say the z sound more like a buzzing sound, and I agree. So when they have a sukun or shadda, you hear the sound more, because the first sound you read with sukun, you hear the so amanas sufaha. Here we have a mad alif followed by hamza, but this time around it's in the same word. What is the name of the rule? Mad, if you say mad the muttasil, you got it right. You got it right. Give yourself a clap. So we have this sign here, qaf lam ya. When you have this qaf lam ya, it's better to stop here. You can continue, but it's better to stop here. So when we're stopping here, we're gonna change this dhamma to a sukun, and we're gonna make the same jerk sound. We did no here, right? No. Here we're gonna do sufaha. Some here the books, a lot of books say 4 to 5. This rule matter when 4 to 5. So we choose, I do 4 or 5. I said I'm gonna do 5 when I started. So to make it, but then I'm like, I think it's easier to make a uniform with the 4, something with the other rule, to make it both of them the same length. So some do that, some qaris do that, or teachers choose the both 4, but you have the option to do 5. And I recite, when some reciters, some qari or reciters do more than 5. They do even 6 or sometimes even longer for this rule. So amana sufaha. Some read and they don't make this jerk sound when they end with the hamza. Always. And the hamza is the vowel on the hamza is changing to sukun. Always make a jerk sound. Or if you're reading and you see the hamza has a sukun on top of it, make a jerk sound like you jerk sound, meaning you like you're scared. So it's better to stop here, like I mentioned earlier. Ala, we have again mada alif. We have a lot of mada munfasil, especially munfasil. We again mada alif followed by hamza again. See that we do this ala. We do, instead of saying ala 2, we're gonna do 3 to 4. We choose 4. So ala in, we have a ghunna again. Nun shadda. Innahum, we have mim sukun. Lan Omar. Innahum, we hold it for 1 second or 1 haraka or time for one letter or 1 finger. Innahum, when I say haraka means amount of 1 letter. Innahum humus sufaha. Again madda. See mada alif followed by hamza again in this time in the same word like here. So we have the option 4 to 5, but we're gonna do let's do 4. Let's just do 4, or you could make it 5. I think I was doing 5. You try to make a uniform though. Whatever you started with, try to make a uniform. Innahum humus sufaha walakin. We have walakin here, but if you stop at walakin, you have to go back. You cannot just go la ya'lam. You have to, so at least go back, at least minimum you go back walakin. So or innahum, you start from here. So we have a noon here, we have a noon sukun rule. Noon, when we have, because remember when we have a noon sukun or noon that have nothing on it, or tanween, what do we do? What letter do we look at to know how to read the noon sukun? The letter before or the letter after? So if you say the letter after, give yourself a clap. Yeah, the letter after is what you look at when you have a noon sukun or noon that have nothing on it. Noon that have nothing on it is considered noon sukun or a tanween. Tanween, we know that all tanween ends with noon sukun, even though you don't see it. So so what we do in this rule, what do we do? This rule belongs to, this lam belongs to. So you could figure out where this lam belongs to. Does it belong to the throat letters? If it belongs to the throat letters, you make the noon clear. Izhar is the name of the rule, but we know lam is not coming from the throat. When you pronounce lam, al, I just mentioned earlier, where the lam is coming from, your tip of your tongue is touching the beginning of your gum, al more to the right. So so it's not a throat letter. So that's out. It's obviously it's not a bar. It doesn't look like a bar. It doesn't have a dot. It's not a bar. So that's take out the iqlab rule. Iqlab rule means if it was a bar, we change the noon to meme and then hide the meme. No. So it's not throat letters. It's not the throat letters which are 6, and it's not a iqlab bar. It's not a bar. That's 7. Now, is it idgham? Yes. Is idgham? Which kind of idgham? Idgham with ghunna, the one you pronounce with ghunna, or idgham without ghunna? Idgham got 2 parts, 2 types, with ghunna and without ghunna. So with ghunna, you're gonna blend. The noon. You're gonna have a noon sound, nasal sound. You're gonna have a nasal sound, not necessarily noon, because if you noon followed by meme also is a nasal sound letter. We're gonna do the meme. So 3 of them you're gonna the idgham with ghunna. Actually 4 of them with idgham with ghunna, and then 2 of them no ghunna. You drop the noon. No ghunna means loud. Idgham ghayr ghunna or no ghunna. You're not gonna make any noon sound, any nasal sound. No nasal sound. Okay, no nasal sound. So wala kill, we're gonna drop the noon. For lam or raw, when you have a noon, sukun or noon that have nothing on it, or tanween, we're gonna, and followed by lam or ra, we're gonna drop the noon, or we're gonna drop the noon if it's followed by lam or ra. So this is the 100% merging. Well, the reason I'm mistaken with the meme, so it's 100% merging, meaning we're gonna drop the noon completely. We're gonna merge straight to the lam. Wala kill, and some of them, the yeah, the wow, the well, yeah, you're gonna blend. You're gonna 50-50. You're gonna blend the noon with the yeah, noon with the wow. That's 50-50 merging. But this is 100%. And then I'll show you other letters that are 100%. If it's noon followed by noon, or noon followed by meme. Yeah. So you see, they put the shadda. The one that have 100% merging, you're gonna see shadda on them. But regardless, the rom letters all, you're gonna read them like they have shadda. You're gonna read do the blending and read the you're gonna read the letter, the rom letter twice, always, whether they shadda on them or not. But when you see the shadda, actual shadda, that means that you're doing 100% merging. Meaning you drop the noon, you merging to the 100% to the letter, the rom letter. وَلَكِنْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. We second to last letter, we always been having this, but we know we stretch it how many counts. If you say 4, give yourself a clap. We choose 4. You have two other options, but we choose 4 because what? Because of this one letter. Because of the wow. Because wow is a mother, doing mother job here. We have a dhamma followed by wow. That means the wow is to stretch the dhamma. So instead of stretching 2 counts regular, if you are stopping or at the end of an ayah and the mother is second to last letter, you have the option to stretch 2, 4, or 6, and we choose 4. That's why we do ya'lamun, and this noon sukun, noon fatha change to noon sukun because we're stopping. Fatha change to sukun when we stop, when we at the end of an ayah, or we're stopping. So we hold it for 1 second because lan umar, the noon sukun. So let me read it. Let me read the ayah again. Read with me, inshallah. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا كَمَا آمَنَ النَّاسِ. I say nas, who know why? Because of the alif, mad alif. Remember, I said if you're stopping, what I just did here, I'm doing it here. Why? Because I'm stopping here. So it doesn't have to be that you only at the end of an ayah. I said also when you're stopping, because I'm stopping, I'm gonna, and the mother alif here is gonna be second to last letter. So I have the option to do 2, 4, 6, and we chose 4. So that's why I say nas. Then قالوا أنؤمن كما آمن السفهاء ألا إنهم هم السفهاء ولكن if you're stopping, ولكن, I was going to connect, but I'm stopping. I decided last minute to stop. ولكن لا يعلمون. The ya'lam, I forgot to mention the ayn. When the ayn has a sukun, or ayn or ayn have a sukun, you drag the sound, you let the sound echo. You don't just stop ya'lamun, you let the sound drag the ayn sound. Ya or ya mar, like غير المغضوب Fatiha, Sūratul Fatiha, mar, ya. The ghain is round, mar is round letter, but ya, ayn is flat letter. So ya, open your mouth. Let me read it again, inshallah. Oh, the recording is getting longer. وَإِذَا قِيلَ, I mentioned before, qi, not qi, make it a little bit less round. For qaf and kha, when they have a kasra followed by a ya to make them long, say to make it a little bit less round. I mentioned that in the previous lesson. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا كَمَا آمَنَ النَّاسُ قَالُوا, you can stop here. Then قَالُوا أَنُؤْمِنُ كَمَا آمَنَ السُّفَهَاءُ ألا إنهم هم السفهاء ولكن لا يعلمون. It's good that I'm stopping different places so you know, if you in case you're stopping to any of them, you know what to do, inshallah. One more time. وإذا قيل لهم آمنوا كما آمن الناس قالوا أنؤمن. You hold the nun for 1 second because this nun sukun. Nun doma is changed to nun sukun when you're stopping, so you hold it for 1 second. That's gonna be lan Omar when you do that. قالوا أنؤمن كما آمن السفهاء. Make the yoke sound. ألا إنهم هم السفهاء ولكن لا يعلمون. So don't forget to bring out the sufaha'u. Bring it out. It's easy to kind of brush it off because you get set too long and you're tired. You might have the tendency to brush it off, not to bring it out. So sufa, humus sufaha'u. Bring it out. Okay, we stop here. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.